Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Bahamut, your caster. This evening, on the left-hand side, we're going to be having Luxorian Sun. And on the right is going to be DG. I had them backwards in my head, and I was like, no, we got this. So Luxorian Sun will be on our left, DG will be on our right, and then we will be. This is a Storm Division matchup, and I just looked over at my monitor. I want to fix one thing real quick. Just want to kind of space this out a little bit. This is just like little stuff that I obsess about. It's a little bit too small now. Oh god. There we go. That's better. Just little things, just little things that bother you. But either way, let's go ahead and get into this. Kind of catch everyone up while we have the bans going on. DG won the coin flip. They chose first pick. Braxis Holdout was banned by them. Dragonshire was banned out by Luxorian Sun. Game number 2 is going to be Towers of Doom, chosen by DG, and game 1 is brought to us by Luxorian Sun, which is going to be this Curse Hollow map. Ban out to Hanzo right away. I'm not too opposed to this at all. Hanzo is extremely strong on maps like this because of his arrow build. I chugged a bunch of water between games. I apologize. I am just trying to quench my thirst, but Hanzo being banned out here is really, really beneficial because the arrow build that once you get to 7, your boss threat is terrifying, especially with the scatter arrows being finished before that as well. So you can just you can just burn down a boss so quickly. Taking that off the map is a huge aspect. Do we get a Shimada Bros ban? No, they actually take out the Diablo. They do not want that synergy that Diablo has been offering in this game, as well as the fact too that just overall on a map like Cursed Hollow, Diablo gets a lot of value in those tight corridors. We're going to be seeing one more ban though out from the members of Luxorian Sun, and it's going to be the Abathur. And on a map like this, Abathur gets crazy amount of value. If you can delay out an objective for, you know, forever or however long you need to, you absolutely can just get so much value just with Abathur's body soaking a lane, hatting another lane, poking out in the fight. But we get a first pick to Haka on the side of DG, and this, I gotta say, first pick to Haka I think is an awesome pickup here. Sorry, I'm just gonna fiddle with something with this is funky. Let's see if we can just get this. Maybe that can balance this out a little bit better. All right. First 2 picks, we're going to be getting Genji and Uther. Ooh. We are looking at... already at the start of this, we're looking at a Divine Dragonblade. Do we get the Holy Cow is the question. Do we see any sort of Divine Mosh? That is not something that has been popping up in a very long time, to be honest. So in this situation... Oh boy. Okay. That's a Phoenix and a Garrosh. I'm loving the start of these games already. These... Oh. The Phoenix offers quite a bit into the team with just the damage available and the spread damage, and also just the poke into this. Yo, Zach, what's up? Let's go Lux Sun. Glad to see we have someone cheering on. But a support band going to be coming out from the members of Luxorian Sun. There is no available healer there's no healer picked up on the side of DG, so taking that off the table, not a bad idea. And at this point, I'd be looking to maybe just find things that synergize with Uther and take those off the table. I said it, like, it's not been done in a long time, but take out the ETC. Get rid of it. I wouldn't want to deal with it. Even if it's not a Mosh, it's still... There's a lot of good poke value that can come from it, and it synergizes with the Genji and Uther, and that's going to be, yeah, that makes complete sense to me. I don't know what other ban you'd be really looking at besides that in this situation. What do they pick up next? They're going to still need their solo laner. They're going to need another damage source in their main tank. I don't hate the Joanna here. Not the biggest on it. Maybe Murden with... Okay. Yeah. With the Greymane, yes, I absolutely... Like, the first thing I was just like, with Greymane, yeah, the Murden. That's a lot of dives. So currently they're just looking to dive in and burst them down. Now, some things that we've seen in the past to kind of deal with a little bit of this is we see things like Gul'dan, things like Lunara. I think that they're really, really strong on maps like this because Uther struggles to deal with that healing. Genji is notoriously weak against Lunara's poison, as well as the vision that it provides too, getting that vision out there. So I would actually lean towards the Lunara in this situation, but it's actually going to be the Cassia with the Alexstrasza. The Cassia offering some blinds, kind of shutting down Greymane, and Genji a little bit stronger there. Cassia also being a little bit on the rise in that kind of range, just being able to do that. What do we get, though, for this last pick? They could solo lane with the Greymane, but it's going to be a solo lane Yrel. So no global aspect on the side of Luxorian Sun, but DG going to have that Dahaka pushing out those lanes fairly easily, to be honest. Dahaka's going to get a lot of value in this situation, so at the start of this, I'm not sure who I'd really give this over to. I don't know, looking between the two drafts, I think I personally like DG's a little bit more. But we'll find out. Get into this game number 1. Okay, on the left-hand side, as we just load into this. I thought I could time that a little bit better, but that did not happen. All right, on the left-hand side, we are going to be having Luxorian Sun with Swoop going to be on the Greymane. Base State is going to be on the Muradin. Electra will be on the Yrel. Haze going to be on the Uther, and Patches rounding it out on that Genji. On the right-hand side, we are going to be having DG with the Sigya on the Dahaka. Goat going to be on the... oh boy, what are you on? I can't see. Who are you playing? You just... oh boy. All right, well, Archaic will be on the Cassia. Diggy is going to be on the Phoenix. We'll have Rowan going to be on the Alexstrasza. And Goat going to be on that Garrosh. Okay, Garrosh's body just taking up so much room there. I was just like, what? Ripper, thank you for that auto-host, my friend. I do appreciate that support. Welcome, everyone, from Ripper's stream. We are currently in game number 1 between these two teams. Let's find out what they could do in this matchup as we have the Dahaka already splitting off into the top lane. Just going like, all right, well, I got this. Don't worry. I'll just go ahead and soak for us. No big deal, as Genji going to be actually rotating up there as well. Poke damage coming out from a couple of these members, and just looking at some level 1s here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Yeah, it's just looking like we've actually seen a little bit of change on Alexstrasza over time, but I do like this change, seeing the Circle of Life at level 1 just offering so much more for that abundance into the later half of the game. And it's a great talent. Electra and Diggy are going to be the two members in this bottom lane battling it out. We'll kind of keep an eye on that here and there. The question that I have is Patches into the Sigya is very... I missed something with Patches being this low as well as... Dahaka, so we'll have to find out here what the play is in that situation. Rotation coming out from a couple of these members. Looks like they're going to go ahead and grab this hard camp. It looks like the Swoop and Haze are going to go ahead and do the same for their Siege Giants. Uther already working their way down for this. Archaic and Rowan going to be going ahead and getting the clear onto this fairly quickly, as Uther is just slowly starting this out, but they'll have the help from Greymane in just a second. Meanwhile, peeking back into the top lane, Patches going into the Sigya. It's interesting to see Genji in the solo lane. I don't think this is going to be a permanent fixture, but it's just one of those things that we're seeing at this point. Maybe see the Greymane play a bigger role in this top lane as the game progresses. Checking in on mid, we are just going to be having a bit of a pressure from the members of DG. They're actually going to get a bit of value in this lane. Goat, maybe missing that wrecking ball there. They're stepping up quite far into Goat, and I don't know if there was the toss used yet, so keeping it safe. That is just going to be the toss onto the stun. Looking to get some damage onto Archaic here, but they're getting a lot of value with this first push here in this mid lane and just really getting in on that. Meanwhile, though, in top lane, I saw Dahaka backing up. I was like, did Patches get dragged? Nah, not yet. Camp, though, going to be crashing into this mid lane at this time. Siege Giants in top lane going to be getting cleared out. No Siege Giants in bottom just yet. DG not going to be picking up those for the pressure. But we will be having the first objective popping up in the top portion of the map. Electra getting pushed in by Diggy at this time. This is the second time we've seen Phoenix go into Urel and it do fairly, I wouldn't say fairly well, but it's not getting bodied. And that's one of the things that we've seen quite often. Cody, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone from Cody's stream. What is the average MMR of these teams? This is the Storm Division, so it is Grandmaster and above, whichever is above Grandmaster. The Sigia is going to be getting a little bit low here. That will be the Burrow coming out as well. We are going to be having some damage going out onto Goat. A big old stun coming out of a couple of these members, but they get the pick up and do Alex Draws, and that will be the first kill of the game going over to the members of Luxorian Sun as they pick up the Dahaka on top of that. A bunch of damage coming out here. The Indomitable is going to be used by Goat, keeping themselves safe here, but this is going to be the first tribute picked up by the members of Luxorian Sun. And just to answer you, No Lavender, this is basically the highest division in the Nexus gaming series. These are supposed to be the top players for the Nexus gaming series. So they're going to showcase some skills to everyone. But no pickup on this camp still. I'm kind of harping on that a little bit, but it is a little this mid lane brawl. Sorry, it's a little. I'm wondering why there's no priority into that camp. The Siege Giants, yes, they get cleared out fairly quickly, but the thing is, I really think the Siege value from the Siege Giants is just so beneficial for teams. To skip out on it is just, I don't know. But let's find out here. We'll be having some rotations coming out. Diggy is going to be going into this top lane. Patches is just ignore. Oh, I was like, we're currently going to be getting a DC from the Genji. Getting out just fine, but they're trying to chase this. We have the pause coming out at this time, so let's go ahead and pull up some talents. Woo! All right, yeah, we have a DC from one of the members. They say no problem. Currently though, 7-7 for both teams. Looking stacking wise fairly good for both of them. We are going to be having 17 out of the 20 stacks. Excuse me, 40 stacks total needed on this Thunderstroke, and looks like we're going to get the countdown. Let's go ahead and get back into this. 3, 2, 1, unpause. All right. Currently have a chase going out into Patches, which is probably surprised. Like, why am I so low all of a sudden? Oh, the bot almost killed me? Okay. We have the top lane being evacuated as quickly as possible because this is the next tribute going to be popping up here as Electra is going to get tossed, but not over the wall. In a really bad spot here, getting damaged by the gates. The Divine Steed is going to be doing so much work for them trying to stay alive, and that's going to be Urel killed just before this objective, and that is not what you want in the situation. Swoop gonna be stepping out a little bit here. Bay State gonna be dwarf tossing forward, gonna get the Stormbolt out, and they go ahead and steal that away. They go ahead and try and take the fight here. That will be the reflect damage coming out from Genji. Dragon Form gonna be popped from Rowan. They go ahead and back out of here. Bay State is so low here. Diggy is looking for that kill, but Hayes might have just been baited out for the death. Stormbolt gonna be going out just to deny them that chase, and that will be, unfortunately, a pickup. That will be the Greymane grabbed. So they stagger another death, but the thing is they lose out on the tribute. That's big. Bay State actually potentially in a bad spot here. Gonna get stunned. No toss gonna be going out just yet. Hayes is in this bush. They actually get the dive right out onto them. They're gonna get the blind as well, trying to get some damage out onto Archaic here as Bay State needs to back off. Healing coming out from Rowan is gonna be fine. The Swift Strike over the wall. Calculated just to make sure that they don't lose out on that. But here's the thing. I harped on this all game. Siege Giants were picked up, and you can see the value that they're getting in this bottom lane. Now, top lane is going to be the next objective. 2 for the members of Luxorian Sun. They have the opportunity to go ahead and pick up a curse in their favor if possible. Question is, are they going to be able to get that? That's really the big thing here. Will they be able to capitalize on that, or will... Oh, don't stagger a death at this point. You're about to get a curse. They will go ahead, and Electra going to be living here, but Diggy is going to go ahead and get that burst shot with the Arsenal synergy and almost just weaken them a little bit more. Currently, though, I think this will be given over. The 10s have been achieved for the members of DG And Luxorian Sun, yeah, they're going to go ahead and say, they're going to back off and say, you know what, we can't do anything here into those 10s. We'll give it over to them. And that will be first point in favor for the members of DG. They also picked up the Warlord's Challenge, Purification Salvo, Lifebinder, Isolation, and Cassie's still holding out. Could be Valkyrie, could be Ball Lightning. Find out once they snap pick it. We'll see how long they wait for that. That's the big thing. The Hawk is still in that top lane, getting that soak. Just want to kind of rotate around the map and just show what's up. Currently going to have Alexstrasza soaking in this mid, but the thing is, you know, as long as they're soaking up that experience, that's the big thing. Genji going to be finding Alexstrasza, and Rowan is in a bad spot. Do they pop the dragon form? Nope. They just go ahead and they take the death, and that is going to be Alexstrasza getting caught out in the rotation. Swooping Haze. Oh, Haze taking this this way out. The Ball Lightning will be coming out onto a couple of members. Haze is still low. The 10s have been achieved. They actually put the Divine Shield onto the Genji, who gets the Dragon Blade out. That is actually going to be the pick out onto the Cassia, but Diggy getting out with under 100 health. With the Divine Dragon Blade. No one turning on that Uther and getting the kill either, and this potentially could be cursed in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. Sigia is going to go ahead and back off. They don't want to stagger a death here. They already have their Cassia down. I don't think they're going to be able to contest this, so they're going to back off. Alexstrasza checking boss. Alright, I was like, checking boss? No, just going to be rotating the top and getting the clear onto that. Greymane is left alone to go ahead and get the pickup onto this. Probably going to rotate into bottom lane. They want to optimize their soaking as much as possible as I eat my words, and they all... Okay, no. Greymane will be going into the bottom lane, because I was like, you want to spread around here. You want to... Oh... Don't do it. Don't pick up a... They're going for more than a boss here. They're looking for some kills, as Diggy is going to be losing the shielding. That's going to be the knockback as well, and the pick onto Phoenix. Rowan is just going to be, all right, well, let's run over this way if they can't run through the wall. Unfortunately, Base State is just going to go ahead and jump over it with the... Everyone just jumps over the wall. They're just like, oh, if I walk through the gate, they'll have to burn down the gate and I can get away. Unfortunately, all three of these members are I've got some mobility to them, and so they'll get right out of there. As Swoop is going to get chased here, going to dive onto Goat, but I don't think that's going to be a living Worgen, and that will be the pick onto that member. So they kind of even this up. They're keeping the experience within range on the side of DG, and I actually got to say they're still ahead here. Couple picks going out in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. No major structure damages here. We are going to be seeing the top fort falling to the minion wave, but this is going to be a brawl over the boss at this time, and they don't have their Greymane at all. Currently going to be getting silenced. Oh, the jump onto, excuse me, the Ball Lightning out going out, and that is going to be the absorption out from the Urel as well with... Oh, I'm just like holding my breath at this point. Okay. We are going to have that Ardent Defender used. I blanked out on the name like during the middle of the fight, and I'm just like, and then I just like jaw drop because I'm like, are they really all about to get out of here? That Ardent Defender coming in at the last second so perfectly, but the thing is they end up giving over that boss. That was a boss that they started themselves and ended up giving it over, and to be honest, Luxorian Sun not really capitalizing too much on the objective that they had, and they're actually down in a level, not by much, but the thing is, they need to respond to a boss in top lane, otherwise they're just going to be giving over a fort now, and the members of DG are just like, well, we're just going to pressure this bottom lane, hold you down here as long as possible, and they're fine with just giving this over, at least letting the gate and the fort do as much damage as it can. Yeah, Electra and Patch is going to be rotating down here to help the team as they chase in on this on the side of DG. The huge taunt, the Ball Lightning coming out. Swoop and Bay State so low. There will be the Warbreaker into the fray toss on Diggy here just to get the damage out. They will go ahead and pick up the Greymane here. Do they pick up Bay State? No. Oh, the Purification Salvo going to be coming out. I don't think it'll be enough. The tower doing God's work and getting the kill onto Phoenix before it can potentially kill the team members here. The Sigia is going to be rotating down with the team. Patches has scattered this out, but I don't know if they're going to be able to rotate and defend this quick enough. Electra looking for that flank. They already, I think, noticed her as well. Urel's going to be trying to dive in. Bay State is actually going to be backing out. They don't have one member, but the Greymane is just coming back now, and they actually get the pick onto Urel. In this situation, they start to step forward as they're going to be fighting over this. This is going to be the Dragon Blade coming out with the D shield on top of it, and they're just all standing on the point while Genji is getting the slashes after slashes, getting so much value. That is going to be two members on the side of DG falling here. The Sigia is going to be falling as well. They don't lose anyone after that Yrel. They pick up this boss, and they also move on to pick up the tribute point here. No curse, but the thing is they've also got a camp pushing top lane. Mid lane, it's been naturally kind of contesting in the middle, but the thing is this is a huge advantage in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. DG has been holding this game over fairly well, but at this point I want to say it's starting to shift over in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun fairly well, as we continue to see top lane getting pressured out. Phoenix going to be soaking this mid into Electra, getting some value here, but at the same time they need to be they need to de-push top like real bad. They rotate right past this bottom lane, and they want to pressure onto the keep front gate. They've also grabbed this camp to help them work down the bottom lane, so they've got a lot of value down here. We'll see what they're going to be doing on the side of DG for the defense. 16 to 15 in levels too. This boss is fairly healthy. The next tribute is going to be popping up soon. Dahaka does have the brush stock probably available. It's also sitting in that top lane. I wonder if they go... Actually, Yrel is going to be going for the capture on this, as the rest of the team will continue to pressure bottom, holding the members of DG kind of ransom in this bottom lane fight. Toss going to be going, I think, onto base state as they step forward. Oh my god, they're continuing to step forward so hard onto this. Taunt going to be going out. There will also be the Dwarf Toss out. That will be the Dahaka getting the burrow. That is going to be the isolation. The D shield goes out onto Uther, and they just run away. Yrel picked up that objective as well, so it's 2-1 in tributes in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. DG has hit 16. They need to get a little bit of map pressure themselves. They need to just kind of start building up their own lane pressure, as well as just kind of getting a little bit more control in this game. So far, they've been fairly... Their macro play at the start was extremely strong, and that's how they kept up in their levels. They were getting smart picks, making smart rotations, but in this late game, they're just getting picked off one or two here or there, and it's just a lot of these fights are going over in favor for Luxorian Sun. We'll see how they're able to just kind of bring that back. Both teams grabbing lane pressure here. They want to just have that pushing out while this is happening, but overall, Luxorian Sun a little bit more advantage in this top lane. Base State stepping out, going to walk into this bush, going to go ahead and get a lot of damage put onto them. Dwarf Toss right out of there. The Sigya looking for a drag. It's not going to be happening. Patches going for the channel, looking for that tribute. First Bolt actually going to be going out from swoop onto the Sigya and taking them down to about half health. They're starting to zone here. Patches potentially should be able to get this. That is going to be the tongue drag going out from the Sigya, and they might just turn on them and go for the kill, as Cassie is looking for some fighting in the backline, and we have a brawl happening across the map at this point. Going to be hit by the... Oh my god, the life binder keeping them alive at the last second. They get 3 picks here, and this is exactly what they needed on the side of DG. I wouldn't be too surprised to see them go ahead and just push out the lanes, maybe even take a fort, start to pressure up the lanes themselves. The other thing too, boss is going to be available in this top lane. There's going to be the boss available in 2 minutes in bottom, so they can go ahead, they can get this pressure into the top lane, rotate right back, pick up the boss. They can go ahead then and rotate into some other lanes and just pressure that out. And this is the calculated play you want to start making this one. You need to work fast. Death timers are basically, this is your window of opportunity to basically do whatever you want in this map, so get it done within the next 10 to 17 seconds as these members will be responding. They should have this just fine. Next objective will be in the bottom lane. Phoenix is pressured up mid, and I love that play. While all that was happening, they got another fort. This pushes the experience advantage in favor for the members of DG by about a level here. And they still need to clear out this mid. They'll have a boss pressuring top, and guess what? Next objective going to be popping up in this bottom right-hand position. Dahaka has the availability to burrow whenever necessary. It's going to be up in 30 seconds at this time. So they can just let Dahaka burrow whenever needed and continue to pressure these lanes. Boss is going to be walking up the lane. Phoenix making sure that they continue to soak up that experience that the boss gets for them for free. They're looking for a fight, it looks like. Dahaka going to be in that bottom lane, going for the pickup onto the curse here. Bay State looking for the flank. They are going to be diving out. There's a lot of damage going on to Diggy here. They're going to go ahead and get the portal out. The warp at the right second. Going to be just fine onto that Phoenix. Meanwhile, the boss going to get a stun. That will be the Purification Staff going to be coming out. That is also going to be the Uther falling at this time. Bay State so low. The curse will be popped as well. Gonna go ahead and get the burrow out from the Dahaka. Cassie going to be tossed into the fray, looking for these extra kills. Uther going to be falling at this time. No ghost heals for the members of Luxorian Sun, as Genji diving in with the Dragon Blade. They get the tongue onto the Yrel, and that is a pick that they need. And here's the thing, team. This is a boss. This is a curse. This is another pick in favor for the members of DG. They move on to the core. Lifebinder comes out onto an almost full Cassia, And that is going to be the first game cleared up by DG. They want to end this and take game number 1, pushing us to game 2 on Towers of Doom. GG's to DG. Well played. Alrighty, welcome back. Hi. What an awesome series so far between these two teams. 11 to 13 in kills. And I honestly got to say, they really started to turn it around in the later half of that game on the side of DG. Like, the kills were really in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun, and then it's just like they hit some power spike at 13 to 16 range and just started to turn every single fight. Phoenix making it out alive in so many situations that I really didn't expect it. And that's going to be them taking game number 1 here. And in a pretty strong fashion, I do have to say. The plays were really, really strong between both teams. That bottom lane pressure from Luxorian Sun to maybe get that keep, I think that was kind of the turning point when they stayed a little bit too long down there. They got chased. They didn't, get wiped or anything, but it seemed like the turning point when they pushed that far. But that's going to be game number 1 going over in favor for the members of DG. I wanted to team score. All right. Let's get set up here in just a second. I'm just also checking out the end of this. That Phoenix making it out with so little health was so impactful. The fact that they didn't lose Phoenix there was a huge turning point in that fight. Yeah, and we're currently going to be getting... That's the that life binder onto the Cassia. Not even necessary, but that is going to be game number 1 going over in favor for EG. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get us all set up here for Towers of Doom. Where are you? There you are. And we'll get both teams in here and then get going into our second match of second game between these two teams. Go ahead and here's Goat. Where's Bay? Bay. All right. Hello, welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful evening checking out the games, and thank you all for being here. This is an absolute blast. Yo! CN. Is it just C Sniper? Or is it C Nipper? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my friend. What tides do I have them on? And Swoop is the team. Okay. Or at least Drafter. Why you do to... Okay, there we go. All right, we'll get the other team in here in just a second, and we'll be going into our second match of the evening. I cannot wait. Oh, DG means Das Good? Are you serious? I mean, Diplomium Gaming. But I mean, is it really Das Good? Because that would be great. Oh man, I gotta figure out the white balance on this camera, because if I'm here, I'm good. If I'm here, I am just a ghost boy. And I was trying to fiddle with this before the stream, and I ended up like turning my entire camera like my entire like silhouette. I just silhouetted myself with like just a black outline. I'm like, oh no, I need to cast, and I'm assuming people want to be able to see me make dumb faces. Sevo, hey, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh boy, I am out of tea. What's the chat channel on HOTS? It's /join NGS. Here, I'll dump it in chat for you. Oh, it's join NGS / All right, there we go. If that makes any sense. I can't type /join NGS because it will try and actually take the command /join NGS. All right. We just need one more member in here, and we'll get going into our second game. I cannot wait, personally, and they are already here. Banners are all set. Teams ready? We got 1. We got 2. Going. Good luck. Have fun. Let's get going here, team. Game number 2.
Towers of Doom.
You can call me whatever as long as you call me. What? Okay. I was like, wait, do you want me to call you Winky Face? I think that's what we'll go with. I think we'll just call you Winky Face from now on. I think that's just your new name. But welcome. Thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate that support. It means a ton to me. Thank you all for coming out here, checking out the games. Let's get set into game number 2. Zach, thank you so much for that follow. Really, really appreciate that. It's actually Zach's no. All right. Sorry, just I'm catching up. Everything looks good, but let's go ahead and... Zebo?
Thank you.
Oh, Majesty, thank you for the 20 bits. That's awesome of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so really quickly, just to catch everyone up, I'm going to kind of... punching everything. I'm going to currently burn through this really quickly. Yo, Majesty, really wanting that 21 spot. Thank you for the 21 bits. I appreciate that. All right, so Coin Flip was won by DG. They chose first pick. They banned out Braxis Holdout. Dragonshire was banned out by Luxorian Sun. First map was Curse Hollow by Luxorian Sun, and game 2 is Towers of Doom, chosen by DG. Number 1. All right, and so we have oh my god, my brain. Zarya being banned out. I don't know why I was just like Joanna. It's not Joanna. Zarya and Nazebo are going to be banned out on the side of Luxorian Sun, not wanting to deal with the late game from Nazebo. And then we see the Diablo and the Hanzo being banned out from the members of DG. Zivo, thank you so much for that follow. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for coming by. But that's going to be a first pick Maiev and then a repeat pick on that Dahaka. And to be honest, I can't disagree with that whatsoever. And then also just to really quickly note, Luxorian Sun going to be picking up that Jaina, known for having great poke on this map, known to synergize very well with a lot of heroes. Do we see the Phoenix being picked up on the side of Luxorian Sun? We get the Genji. I don't know, the Phoenix might be a little bit too much at this point. They could solo lane with it, but that would be risky into the Dahaka, I think. So they'll go ahead and pick up their Garrosh. They've got Genji and Jaina. High mobility and high burst damage. They've got some lockdown from the Garrosh. So far, this is very strong from the members of Luxorian Sun. If I was on the side of DG, I'd be looking to ban out a support that would be strong with this. Something with a little bit of lockdown, like a Deckard Kayn if they don't plan on taking it themselves. They will have first pick, or they'll have the next pick after this ban phase, so if they want the Deckard, they'd just leave it alone, maybe ban out Alexstrasza or Stukov, but... Oh. Actually, that makes sense. No, because Genji. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of Uther. And anyways, Uther was extremely strong in the last game, too. Thank you. I hope to create my own team for next, prefer full of people who choose one on the... How try hard are you? Question the son of a sheet. Well, Sivo, here, I'll go ahead. If you want to know anything more about the Nexus Gaming Series, that is a link right there. It'll give you all the information on their website. You can join the Discord. It has everything you'll want to know for signing up for Season 6 of the Nexus Gaming Series. But yeah, hey, if you join, let me know. I'll definitely try and pick up your team. But all right, let's go back over to the draft here. Joanna and Phoenix going to be picked up here, and so we will be having that Dahaka, the solo lane. Maiev is going to be a lot of damage coming out from them. Then the Phoenix Joanna, I like that synergy together. But what do we get to round this draft out on the side of Luxorian Sun? They're going to need a support and a solo laner into that Dahaka. Stukov for the support, and Malthael going to be picked up for that as well. Percentage-based damage is going to be strong. The only thing is, last rights can be denied by Phoenix, can be denied by Joanna, can be denied by Dahaka, can be denied by Maiev. Hex Swag, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Last pick, though. They'll need a support. I like the Alexstrasza personally. I think the point control is really strong. Dragon Form is great, and it worked fairly well for them in the last game.
I shall do what
yeah.
I must.
It's a point control based map. Like, this is where she really, really gets a lot of value. Oh. I didn't know it did that. I thought it honestly just listed out my commands. I thought it just gave every command. Oh, I still have a lot of these commands. Just I love how some of them are just like meme commands too. Like they're just from like days of playing Hero League and just people hanging out. But let's go ahead and get into this game number 2 between these two teams. Oh, this is a blast. I love this. All right. Thank you all just once again. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here, supporting the stream, cheering on these teams. This means a ton to me, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you for being here with me on this Tuesday night for the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division match. We're going to find out if Luxorian Sun can even this out, or if DG is just going to take a clean 2-0 and progress further down in the Swiss brackets that we have. I guess it's not a Swiss bracket. Just Swiss style? Round robin-ish? However you want to call it. They'll just be picking. It's a point-based system until playoffs. All right, let's go ahead. We got our Alexstrasza in here. We got everyone ready to go. Let's find out on the left-hand side. Luxorian Sun. We're going to have Electra going to be playing the Malthael. Base State is going to be on the Garrosh. Patches will be on that Jaina. Haze will be on the Stukov, and Swoop rounding it out on the Genji. And on the right-hand side, DG, up 1 game, trying to look for a second. Archaic going to be on the Maiev. Okay, yep. The Sigia going to be on the Dahaka. Diggy going to be on the Phoenix. Rowan going to be on the Alexstrasza. And Goat going to be on the Joanna. And not too big of a difference in draft. We're just looking at a couple different heroes here. Just the change on the Alexstrasza and the Joanna for the members of DG. Not showing too much here in this round 1 for the Nexus Gaming Series, but we have a start here with all 5 members going into the mid. Some poke damage is going to be coming out from Jaina, and actually looking at her level 1 talent, that was one of the things I noted in draft. She does have that poke value with the Ice Lance, and going into that build right there is a big, big value. Going to be going ahead and just into that late game is going to be a nuisance to try and capture some of these points because she can continue just to poke into you. We are going to be having Electra going into the solo lane on the... Oh, okay. No, my brain potatoed there for a second. I was just like, on the Maiev, I was just like, how is that possible? It's on the opposing team. Okay. Gonna have a little bit of a brawl, though, in this bottom lane. Diggy is getting poked by Swoop, but they're trying to return fire. And a couple autos going off. Not going to get the Arsenal synergy there for that little bit of burst, but Bay State trying to get the Wrecking Ball. Goat stepping up a little bit further. Gonna get the little bit of a slow. Patches just stepping up into the Umbral Bind. Not going to get pulled in by that tether. Going to be dropping a whole lot of snow. Silence going to be going out, and that is going to be the first kill of the game going over in favor to the members of Luxorian Sun. They come out looking for a fight as Archaic is stepping up here. Didn't look like Bay State had the toss available to kind of interrupt that, but meanwhile, top lane, Electra into the Sigia. Going to be winning this out a little bit over the Dahaka. The percentage-based damage is huge. Also, denying those regen globes is a big thing, too. Just that little bit of a sustain that you can take off from the solo laner. Solo lane is a huge, huge, like, mental game, in my opinion. Asmodan. I have an Asmodan command? I wish I had an Asmodan command. It just dropped Asmodan's from my screen, but currently Bay State is going to be getting a little bit low here, looking for the Outman. That won't be happening. They respond with a kill on the side of DG. They also want to get a little bit more value with their sappers and deny the sapper push from the members of Luxorian Sun. That's a strong thing to start out with here. And the one thing I want to know, and I'll probably harp on it throughout this entire game, bottom lane is such a priority for most teams because you can sit there and feed in those sappers, and if you control bottom lane, you also continually get 5 shots. I wouldn't say the last thing, but another factor of that is that it makes it so much harder to rotate in on those bottom 2 altars that we see pop up. The rotational entry points are extremely difficult, and at this level of play, that's the things you have to look at is just how you're entering these fights. Consistently, you can just watch for them to come through one specific area because they can't come from the bottom. If you take their fort, it's going to be harder rotation, but we currently have Malthael actually getting chased around in this top lane. 2v1. Archaic is going to potentially get the fight in this. They get the little bit of a juke. Archaic is going to get those fan of knives. They have... Oh, there it is. Gonna have the Vault of the Warden, and just in time. The thing is, too, they delayed that out until the last possible second, so Malthael won't be up for the next 10 seconds. Archaic is going to be actually... grabbing this left-hand side, but We see the Phoenix getting picked up here in the bottom lane, but that is still going to be 8 shots in favor for the members of DG. No way that Genji can make the rotation quick enough. Swoop just stays with the friendly team. Actually, just going to soak up this mid lane. And we currently have Archaic going to be grabbing the camp in this top area. Malthael rotating in here, maybe going to be scouting it.
Like all the others.
I'm waiting for that scout, but it's not going to be happening just yet. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Maev without a problem. Swoop just going to be side soaking this. Doesn't need to battle the Dahaka. Not going to be looking for that fight. Meanwhile, though, camps on either side should be up fairly soon. We got about 17 seconds on probably both of them. Going to have this rotation back into the bottom lane, and mid lane to bottom lane rotations are fairly prominent on this map. You can kind of see it right now. Mid lane's just kind of stacking up a bit, and we'll have Genji rotate in there, get a little bit of a clear, then probably go back down to the friendly team. Maev going to be doing the same. Actually going to be rotating for the fight. You get a fight? That's the big thing. Not yet, actually. No blink just yet. Gonna go ahead and get the Umbral Bind onto base state. The Indomitable is used to cancel that out, so not gonna get the value they're looking for. Genji gonna get the Swift Strike in. Currently gonna be contested over this point. Archaic a little bit low here. The silence is gonna be huge for the members of Luxorian Sun, as Archaic is gonna be stepping up. They don't get the kills they're looking for. And actually, they do get the kill onto the Jaina. Falling so low. Garrosh will be falling here. Haze is gonna be falling as well. The camp is gonna be picked up in favor for the members of DG. 2v2. 3 deaths each. Goat is so low, but that Joanna, it does have the Iron Skin. Malthael is going to sustain through this because of just these 2 big old beefy tanks giving all that healing. Swoop is just going to get the kill onto this Dahaka. Do they walk into the turrets is the question. Do they deny? Oh, the spray. The spray at the last second. Oh my god. Delaying it out for so long. Now, granted, wasn't really too much they could do. They probably could have gone over for the siege camp and grabbed these sappers and pushed that down into bottom lane to have a little bit more value. But at this point, both teams have been roughly reset. Dahaka is going to be 7 seconds out, but probably has the burrow available. I think it has been about 40 seconds or so. Biggie gonna get, actually no, it's gonna be going out onto Archaic. Is gonna go ahead and also get the blink out. Haze is gonna be interrupted a couple times. That is gonna be the burrow into the backline from the Dahaka at this point. And solo is Diggy, and just get the damage over time from Malthael will be enough. And unfortunately, they're not gonna get the value they're looking for as Goat gets tossed into the enemy team. They're body blocking. Archaic steps up, trying to get some damage. That is a lot coming out from Jaina as well. But that will be picked up in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. They rotate over and they grab the Sapper camp on the aggressive side. They say, you know what, you stole ours away, we're going to steal yours. But they're looking for a bit of a fight here as no blink out from Maev. And they just, they'll rotate into this bottom lane. Malthael probably going to be going back into that top, soaking through mid as well on their way there. And they're not actually going to pressure this up. I was thinking that they would be pressuring it, but not going to be happening. We just have the Malthael going to get the pressure into this top. We currently have a couple members rotating into the mid. And there's currently looking about a level difference between the two teams. 10 should be achieved before this next altar phase for the members of Luxorian Sun. I don't know about DG. Really depends on how they split themselves across the map. They've got some decent waves to clear out here. We'll have to see how it shapes out. Bottom lane, though, bit of a contest. No kills. That's the thing. I'm just like, kills? Fun? Nothing just yet. But we will be having the extract coming out from the Genji. We'll have the Warlord's Challenge on the Garrosh. Massive Shove from the Stukov. And is going to be having that Water Elemental. And Last Rites from the Malthael. We talked about this in draft. There's not a lot of good targets for Malthael to put the Last Rites on. We're going to have to see. Maybe they look for that cooldown counting, make sure that, you know, oh, okay, all right, well, Vault of the Warden's out. Go ahead and drop that now. Or maybe when the Iron Skin is popped on the Joanna, like you can see right now, once that gets popped, they just, you know, they wait a few seconds and then burn down the Joanna and look for it that way. We'll find out here. I'm curious to see how the Last Rites are going to be utilized. This camp will be picked up. I don't think they're going to be able to contest. The shield glare goes out. They do get the scout. Toss is going to go out from base state. They're just like, we will deny this. Double taunt going to be going out. The purification salvo going to be connecting onto 1 or 2 members. That is going to be the last Rites going out as well, but it's denied, I believe, by the Lifebinder. Massive shove pushing the Dahaka so far away. DTM Goat going to be falling here. The toss onto Rowan, and I have never seen the dragon be thrown. Today is the day. I think I was talking with a friend and they were just like, have you ever seen Alex Raz in dragon form get thrown? I'm like, that's gotta look weird. Patch is actually getting in a bad spot here. Archaic is going to be stalling this out for a few more seconds. Nah, they were looking for a second, and they were just like, no, not going to be happening. Actually, going to be diving out from Swoop. A little too aggressive. Going to have to back off as Diggy did rotate in there for the assist, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see a priority onto this bottom lane. Talked about it in the earlier half of this game of just how important it is, and actually, they're going to get the pull onto the Garrosh. The Indomitable is used as well, and some damage is going to be going out, but Goat looking for that flank. The Sigia stepping up. They do have their Alexstrasza as well. So the isolation is onto them, but they don't connect with the tongue drag. And they back out of here, but they do defend their bottom. Camp on the right-hand side is available. We have a minute on the side for the sappers for Luxorian Sun. I think they know that they're on this camp. Question is, do they go in for the invade? 12 to 11. No real big spikes. It's just kind of even fighting playing field. Toss going to be going out into the Hawk at this time. The Burrow will be there. They're going to go ahead and get silenced. Last Right's going to be going out, and it's going to be denied once again by the Lifebinder, but they still pick up the Maiev kill in this situation. Purification Salvo going to be doing a lot of work. Massive shove going out, and also they do get the pick onto Phoenix. Silence going to be there as well. Joanna is so, or excuse me, the Sigia is so low. Joanna's low as well. They get another kill on the side of Luxorian Sun. And I said that they came out into this game looking for blood, but I don't even think that's the right word for this situation. It's 14 to 5 in kills. They are looking to show off this game. They want to. They're just like, that first game, that was a fluke. This is how we really play. But I gotta say, just Luxorian Sun coming out extremely strong here. DG keeping themselves in this game, but they're about 2 levels behind in the situation. They're going to need to just go ahead, give over this altar phase, soak up as much as they can, just make sure they're continually getting the experience. Even the ones that filter in onto that, you know, death zone there, that's a big factor for teams to still be getting that experience as it does trickle into you. That will be 5 shots going over the core of DG, putting them at 19 to 32 in this game. Malthael going to go ahead and grab this camp in the top lane. They will continue to hold over this bottom. This is what we see a lot of teams do, this prioritization, holding this over. Diggy going to get dove on by that Swift Strike, a bunch of damage coming out from Swoop. They will go ahead and get the Warbreaker, the Silence denying the blink. They actually get the toss onto Archaic, who tries to get the Umbral Bind. Dude, that is going to be the containment disc, just shutting it down. I love that. And I didn't talk much about the talents on the side of DG here, as we do have the Blessed Shield, Purification Salvo, Isolation, Lifebinder, and Containment Disc from them as we get the Root, the Toss, and that is a lot of damage going on to Archaic. They're trying to survive, and that won't be enough as Jaina finishes that out. And they continue to hold over this bottom lane. Goat in a bad spot here, going to be taking a lot of damage, and Swoop stepping up, trying to get the kill. And if they got one more shuriken out, that would have been it. But still, holding over this bottom lane, continuing to soak the rotations from Malthael on a Pale Horse at level 1. Such a valuable talent to have that speed boost, to be able to move between the lanes so much quicker and continue to soak while your team just says, all right, we'll just feed this into the bottom. We'll wait for sappers to pop up, grab the sappers, feed those in as well, and continue to get more damage and more core health taken away from DG. This is going to be a triple altar phase here. 15 to 13. 16s are kind of, I wouldn't say kind of on the cusp. Did Swoop just get tossed? Did Swoop just get tossed? Sorry, it was so, I wasn't expecting it. All right, we're currently going to be having this altar phase popping up in the top lane, as we are going to be having this one down in the mid, and it looks like they'll go ahead and get this over for free, but they want to try and deny both of these. It's only 3 shots if they do get it, but the thing is, that means that there's not 5 going onto their core. Diggy going to go ahead, try and get the channel onto this base state, going to be stepping up at this time. Diggy going to get tossed as well. The taunt will be there as well, and that the X-Strike for the extra damage. Burrow going to be going out from the Dahaka, just keeping themselves alive here. Archaic going to get dashed on, and that is going to be another pick in favor for the members of Luxorian Sun. The question is, do they rotate into boss? 16 seconds on Phoenix, 23 on Maiev, no main damage dealers, no real boss control on the side of DG, and that's going to be it exactly. They will move on to this boss, putting the core health DG to 1. There's no sappers available. I was just about to be like, wait, this timer should be over. Yeah. So bottom lane sappers available. They just move into the top lane. The next altar phase hasn't been shown on the map. I do believe it just randomizes, and it's going to be a double altar phase in the top and the right. Fun little fact, just so you know, when the center point activates, and you can now channel to from your core to the center point here. You can utilize these. Once that triggers, all courts now become keeps. their damage and their health go up, and that's like their main boost in scaling. Just little fun fact. So, you actually, there's like a little thing that goes off, but he just talks about the Raven Lord usually just talks about the center waypoint opening up, and the Grave Lord's usually just like, what? I can do that too though. Top lane, they're just waiting. They're just like, all right, well, if we can feed these in, we'll be good. And they all have to hearth at this time. They get the toss on the one sapper. Oh my god. GG, well played. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting the one sapper to be tossed, and I was just like, they're so casual about this, and I forgot about that. I absolutely forgot that you can just toss the sapper and just win it like that. GG's indeed. That was so well played. Let me go ahead and get a message out to Bay State and figure out who's gonna do the interview. I'm still reeling from that a little bit. I'm just like, that's the sapper just gonna get tossed in, and like I just didn't even think, just like, oh yeah, just do that in the game. Like I was thinking like alter phase, this, like who's gonna be doing it? Awesome. So we're gonna be getting Swoop lobby 1. All right. And so at this time we're gonna be joined by Swoop. Hello, congratulations on that Game 2 victory. I am still like reeling from Bay State just tossing in a sapper and just be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that was happening because they like showed up to defend really late. And it was like, we're just gonna enter the fray this in. Is there any way they can stop this? And nope.
Unfortunately, no, there was not anything they could do to stop that, but I gotta say that was such a great play for game 2. But let's go back into game 1. Can we? Let's. Yeah. Well, the thing I gotta ask, like, so you had a really strong start. You had that really great pressure into the bottom lane, and you almost got that keep. And then what was it that turned it? Because that seemed to be like the crux of the turning point. It seemed like once you didn't get that keep, they continually got pressure into you over and over again. Can you talk a little bit about what swung it for them, and kind of how it affected you guys a little bit, and just talk a little bit about that end to the game 1?
I mean, there's some exterior factors and interior factors. I mean, I think it starts with I touched on this on our interview after our game yesterday. Is right now we have a lot of guys who are on vacation. I was on vacation for the last week. Electra's actually on vacation. He's playing from vacation on a laptop.
Shout out to Electra.
Yeah, shout out to Electra. And Patches has been playing Battle for Azeroth. So we've had.
Who hasn't? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been we're a tad off. I mean, we picked it up with that second game, but we were a tad off, just communication wise and play wise, but also. The one thing is we took Greymane, which I haven't been playing a whole lot lately, okay. And they took Cassia, which is okay. I mean, like it's okay, but the problem is when you're playing from a defense, like when you're playing from a behind against the Cassia with a Greymane, it's really tough because you're really looking to force kills and you kind of play into their hand.
Yeah. Every time you dive in, they blind you, lightning ball, and then.
Right, so it was just a little awkward. There was definitely some misplays, especially on my part at the end there. So it was just really, I mean, we really should have just been able to close out that game, but we just didn't get it done, and it was tougher to play our comp from behind.
Now, going into game 2, I think said this during the game, you came back into game 2 and were just like, no, like game 1 was a fluke. Like, let us show you how to actually play. Because 18-5 in kills, you had a dominant presence across that map. And as we were kind of, it seems BM, but like we were laughing about how it was just you tossed a sapper in to end the game. What was it that did you guys just get fired up? Can you talk a little bit about the difference between this game and last game?
I mean, one thing is we definitely played. We just took 5 comfort picks, which is always pretty helpful. But just in general, I felt like the team was just more in tune. Like we were just responding better to calls, and we took the lead, and then we just never gave it up. So we just never tilted. I mean, we're like not really a team that is going to get tilted off of one loss. Like obviously, no one likes to lose,
right?
But we're all pretty calm, and like it if anything, I'd say it fired us up to just be more aggressive, and we're probably at our best when we're playing aggressively. So
And
it worked out.
It worked out. I mean, 18-5. It did work out, yeah. But not to take it away from DG, because they've still played a phenomenal game. I mean, their macro play on the Dahaka was absolutely amazing to watch. But you guys just shut them down in this game too on Towers of Doom, which, well, maybe look out for Luxorian Sun on Towers of Doom.
Yeah, maybe.
just maybe. But before I let you get out of here, any shoutouts that you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, shout outs to my team, obviously. Shout outs to our sister team, Luxorian Snake. Shout outs to DG, Good Games. And shout out to you, Bahamut.
Thank you.
For being just a wonderful, wonderful caster.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But Swoopster, that's going to wrap it up between you and I. Thank you so much for the interview, and I cannot wait to see more games from your team as the season progresses.
Much love. See you later, Bahamut.
Have a great night. Thank you. All right, everybody, that is going to be wrapping it up for me. I'm going to be ending the stream here, but don't go anywhere. I will be hosting someone over in just a second, and then I'm going to be figuring out what is up with this camera. It is just, at least to me, it is the bluest of blues. Or maybe I'm just losing my mind, and it looks absolutely fine. But either way, thank you all for watching, the donations, the follows. I really, really appreciate all the support tonight. Thank you for being in chat, cheering on the teams. Just all of you are the real MVPs. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I can't tell you enough how much it means to me. But at this point, I'll be hosting someone over who is also casting for the Nexus Gaming Series. I do believe there should be some other games going on tonight. Either way, I'll find you something to watch. Really quickly, though, if you want to know when I'm going live, go ahead and hit that follow button. I will be back tomorrow night, but I won't be on this channel. I'm going to be over on Cat Peach GG's channel. You can follow me on Twitter, where I'll be posting the schedule for our cast tomorrow on her channel, as well as the link and what time, and probably right before we go live, I'll be tweeting out. So go ahead and hit !Twitter in Twitch chat. You can know when that's going to be happening. You can also hit !YouTube to find some old VODs. I am uploading currently, I'm just actually working through Season 4. I've just edited 3 more videos. I'm going to schedule those to go up tomorrow and then just have them scheduled throughout the week. I usually do like every other day uploads. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming by, checking out the streams. This has been an absolute blast. I'm going to host someone over in just a second. I got to say thank you once again, but that is going to be it for me. I am Bahamut, your castier friend, and I'll see you all next time.